I mean, the first week would be, our weeks are actually broken up into, for example, sponges and cake week. So if we open up sponges, there's the forum there. So the sponge cake forum. This was our first week that we started it, so we had quite a few hits on the first couple of weeks with our students. So if we go into Monday, need to know. So, you know, just asking questions, what is a jacons, and trying to get feedback from them, you know, finding out what these terms mean, you know. And there's someone putting a recipe in here as well.
When you ask that question, that would have come up in class before that.
Yeah. So
it's a kind of
the way our classes work is we'll have the practical lesson, and then they'll go on to the Moodle afterwards, and where the question will be in the Moodle for them to actually discuss about what they learnt. You know, it'll be a core question about the class, and you know.
So you're integrating what's online and what's in your class?
That's right, we are integrating, but like I said, the first couple of weeks was very, we were doing it, and then it was just, it was losing some traction there. So it's just ways of trying to get that maybe more interactive with them. So yeah, that's a bit about our Moodle forums.
Could you do like a competition type thing to your forums? The fact that you get to, you know, bake a certain thing or something, and that, you know, you ask a question, you get so many points or something. Not points, but, you know, bonuses or a reward system.
I mean, one of the ones they did do was, which worked better, was they actually had to make a cupcake. And then they're all sort of throwing them on there and talking about, this is my cupcake, this is how I made it, this was the ingredients. So that worked better because they were in competition with each other, sort of thing, you know.
They need incentive.
They do. And like I said, it's a bit new for us as well, so it was just like trying to get things that they would be interested in. And yeah, so the next time round we do it, you know, things like that, making it a bit more of a competition stuff.
So when you say the cupcake thing, they actually put their pictures in as well?
Yeah.
You find it for us.
So what was the purpose for the student? What was the purpose for the forum initially?
I mean, just getting them to discuss things that they've learned in the classroom and things like that was the initial idea.
It's sort of getting interaction and communication.
Our students don't do anything unless there is a real
What's in it for me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't do anything.
Your students are
Resources. Well, I need to know this. Not necessarily, what's in it for me? I need to know this. Yeah. So.
So there's going to be a
almost like
third.
an incentive.
your teaching time, you have to learn is through reading this. And I said, I was doing a brother in so I know what he did in his time, and I have the same material and you've shortened it, so I can understand why is in it for me.
It has to be very, very true.
I understand that.
So in terms of another way of getting them to the forum is by releasing little bits of information.
Yeah, so that was one way that they did interact there, because they wanted to show what they were doing, or pictures of cupcakes or something that they found. So that was a bit.
One of the things we've been going to discuss is using e-portfolios too, isn't it? So that they can put those into e-portfolios.
So you could actually have those photos and then you could open it up to other people.
Yes.
You could have the competition so that other students not in your school.
No, could do it.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. So that was one of the more successful ones. So the next time we come round, we're going to have to be looking at a bit more, you know, come show us what you did or what you did.
So they're obviously
instructor called for
you could collect those and put them into a little movie and put them on the front page of the course too, so people can see the kinds of things that you as students are doing.
Or having a forum is in place that's looking ahead rather than looking back, in terms of it's releasing little bits of stuff that are valuable for them as they come into the next part of the course or something like that, so that there's a reason for going there.
Yes, yeah. So they've got to see that.
Yeah.
So that was just a bit about our forum, and I mean, you know, just getting that sort of for us it's new, but trying to get new things to actually set the forums up and get them going better.
And I think that Robert's personality has been a major part of this too. Do you think? You know, he's in there
They both are. They're both like that though.
Robert was the one who ignored me the most.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we'll take that on board next year. When it comes around again, we'll be listening more. But for us, it was a bit of a race just before Christmas because we were just moved into a new school. It was a new learning environment for us, and we had to set up this quite quickly.
We only went to that couple of forums that you guys had just before Christmas, and then you went away and you said Christine would be around, and so you guys really worked.
Yeah, Robert, he did get a lot of this done, and he had to do it quite quickly. So, and like we said with Cheryl now, is we've put our program in, now we can clean it up. Because it was first get it on board, and then see what works, and then change it. So,
and you're still enthusiastic about it?
Was it?
You're still
we use it all the time, as in like for putting the students forward for it. So all their one of the things is that we've got on here is for us. So all our now for us, one of the things that Robert, he came in on every lesson that we were doing, everything we did in the classroom, we took pictures of. So that a student, if they miss anything in class, or they, how did they do that? But every picture of everything we've done put together is on there now. So that way they can actually go back to that all the time. Just show you one about.
It's actually quite high volume, isn't it? You have something every day and just changes the whole time. So it's a good piece of work.
Yeah, so I mean,
It's called the Scholar Death.
Yes.
There's no labels.
There's a lot of reading.
so everything is sort of like
I'm trying to fix that
on
up.
there now with pictures. So that they're finding this very beneficial.
Yeah.
So when they come to do assessments, they'll go back to that, look at it, how did they put that together, and every single picture's in there. So which was great, because they wouldn't get that before. So that'd be good for us.
I think you use the visuals that are both as great, the visuals in the forum.
I mean, the visuals in the forum, I think, is going to be the way to go. These pictures show us what you can do, and let them.
Or something you found, or
Well,
other things. I
Take
think.
them off on the research.
Yeah.
And I think it definitely a visual, practical classes anyway. So text is probably not working so well, but visual is definitely going to be the way to go.
Forums are peculiar, I think, and that thing about the initial enthusiasm and then dropping off, I think is quite usual.
Yeah.
And it becomes, so what's the purpose, what's in it for me? So you might get a couple of students who are why people and like asking questions. Others might just go and have a look and think about it.
So when you look at your logs, it's
But when we're looking at our logs, we're actually seeing a lot of people going in looking, as we said earlier, but not actually participating. But so that's you're right. It's a lot of that.
Well, I think it's partly different personalities too, and confidence.
Well, and computer competence too, right? And that's what I was thinking when, some of our students, if we told them to put an image into a forum, they'd be going, well, you have to teach a whole class on how to do that before they could do it,
Well, maybe you need to face-to-face class at the beginning of the semester, how to use Moodle.
Yeah, I mean, we did get that, and probably that first week, our first initial induction week, we could have spent more time doing that. And I think that's what we, like I said, it's learning for us as well. So next time it'll be, let's get them on there, let's let them do something and show them where.
Are you going to give me a percentage mark
Yes,
for
are you
this?
teaching by assessment?
Alright, we probably need to move, Dan.
Paul, was this say this was the first time you've used Moodle or a learning management system?
Yes. Well, I mean, for me, on the patisserie course, yes.
Right.
He did have e-learning before.
I think you deserve your props for getting it up there. I think that's the
Yeah.
biggest challenge.
Don't wait for perfection.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we all went out to Fitzroy just before Christmas, wasn't it? And you showed us what you've done and things like that, and it was great help for
Cool.
Sonia to actually go through it with us, and you gave us, you said, you know, if there's any help you need or anything like that. So it was great. So yeah, to get it up is really great. But I must admit, it is quite easy to use once you get used to it.
Yeah.
It was,
It's just getting it.
That's one comment I want to make about discussion is I noticed some of your questions are kind of closed question. So it's like, what does this word mean? It means Mona Lisa.
yeah.
Now
And
it's
closed.
answered.
It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so-
maybe to generate more discussion, I want to think about
Open questions.
open questions. Yeah.
Open questions, definitely. And yeah, so all for the next round. Next
Cool.
round.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys. So it's good to meet you.
The exciting news I heard yesterday on the radio is that cupcakes are over.